It's time to speak about the WTA draw at Indian Wells, and this one could be pretty open this year with some young talents like Eala and Mboko trying to do some magic. Or is it going to be one of the usual names, one of the Rybakinas, your Sabalenkas or your Igas?
That's right. We're here for the women's draw of Indian Wells, and last year's champion was a young champion as well. It was Eala and Andreeva, so she'll be back on the scene trying to ruffle some feathers, and Iga is pretty good here too, so we could see her come back with a bang. Rybakina has been a champion here as well. She's the reigning Australian Open champion coming in. And obviously, there's Sabalenka. She's in the draw as well. And Mboko, you've mentioned already. And somebody who is a seed in this one, it's Alexandra Eala. So that is super exciting because it means she doesn't even have a first round match to play, JG.
Yeah, which is crazy to think. I mean, we've been hyping her up from last year, but now she's arrived on the tour as a little bit more of a serious tennis player, one who can contend for these big events. Just a quick word on Sabalenka, the world number one, probably the favourite. I'm not sure because I can't see the odds. But she has just got engaged to her partner. So big congrats to her. I wonder if that's going to impact her performance here. Maybe she's a bit distracted with things going on off court. She's probably been drinking a lot of champagne and celebrating into the early hours. Iga, I think she's got a bit of a point to prove. I know she's done well here in the past, but it's been a wobbly period for her. She's not exactly hit the ground running in 2026. And we've seen some frailties in the way she plays. I think an Anisimova we've not mentioned, who is back to her best, really. She's not defending any points, playing at home in America, I think can be dangerous. But Eala and Andreeva, the one who's got the most to lose, I feel, because defending a lot of points, there's that expectation now on her to perform at this event. And I feel like people have maybe not spoke about her. She's been a bit overshadowed by other young players of late. And this is her moment too. And I even forgot to mention her in the intro. So that just goes to show but she's being a little bit overshadowed at times.
Yeah, and definitely by the rising threats on the WTA tour. Victoria Mboko should be one everybody needs to look out for in this tournament. She obviously was runner-up in Qatar to Karolina Muchova, and she's just been having a fantastic start to the year. I can't wait to see her at another Masters event. This one, will it suit her game? I think we're just waiting to see how she fares in all of these tournaments now that she's really established herself at the top of the game. She is a top 10 seed now as well. And we're going to find out which section of the draw she's in. Sabalenka will be our first quarter. She's the number one seed. And let's have a look at her section. And these are the seeds. Maya Joint, Eva Jovic, Naomi Osaka, Victoria Mboko, Anna Kalinskaya, Emma Raducanu, and Amanda Anisimova all in Sabalenka's quarter. Wow.
Yeah, horrible. The three you got to highlight is Mboko, Jovic, and Anisimova. A word on Jovic, he's been playing with Djokovic there. Obviously, a massive admirer of Novak Djokovic. They've been on the practice courts, and she is at a career high. I think 16 in the world as it stands. Knocking on the door, another one for that top 10. She's a very good player, and I think playing here in America could be dangerous. So watch out. And Sabalenka, I think with everything going on off the court, maybe could be a little bit of a distraction for her. And I don't know. It's not historically, like you said, it's not an event she's done amazing at in the past. Iga's done better. And maybe we're looking at this thinking Anisimova or Mboko or Jovic is favourite to advance. Maybe not Jovic. I think Sabalenka is still very strong and still will be on paper. But if I had to put my money down, I am going more for Anisimova to advance, and I think she could be the hot contender from the quarter.
Yeah, it's difficult to know how it's going to pan out when somebody's had such a big life event off the court. It could inspire her. She was last
That's
year's
it.
finalist.
It might have no relevance at all.
Maybe not. But this is a very dangerous section. And just by looking at all of those names that are the seeds, there are some other good non-seeded. We got Sonmez, who's just literally gone through
Yeah.
this evening, knocking out Kessler. We've got Janice Jen. She's another good player, Indonesian on the come up. Having a look down there, I think that's probably it from just the unseeded players there. But there's enough other action going on in that whole section. I would agree with you. I think Anisimova will like her draw. Raducanu, I mean, jury's out at the moment. Let's see how she gets on in her first match, and then we'll be able to grade if she has a potential Anisimova matchup. But she didn't do too bad against Anisimova last time she played her, I don't think. So it's a bit of a weird one, but Anisimova's a completely different player these days. May fire her off the court.
Yeah, and Raducanu, I don't know if you've seen her new coach. She's got an interim coach for the meantime. It's Mark Petchey. Didn't want to commit full time, but just going to be a little bit of a stopgap.
So we can say Michael Carrick stepped in.
Well, that's what it is, like a caretaker coach she's got for the meantime. And they're reuniting again. I mean, eventually she will go back through all the coaches she's had because she's running out of options.
Poor old Emma. Well,
You must
not
be
poor.
close. You must be close to be one of the next coaches in line.
If it's up for grabs, I'm happy to fly around the world and be the coach, sit in the box for a bit. But I don't know how long that seat stays available.
Oh, a tournament. You've got a tournament, so
do I get to pick
wisely.
which? Do I get to pick which one?
No, she picks everything.
Oh, okay, she gets to pick. Okay, not to worry. Right, in Sabalenka's half of the draw, Coco Gauff is in the next quarter, and in her section we have Alexandra Eala, we have Diana Schneider, Linda Noskova, Alexandrova, Towson, Jinyu Wong, and Paolini. Instantly a lot better than Sabalenka's quarter, from what I can see.
A lot better. And Eala's not going to be pleased having Coco. Coco dismantled her in that last event. It was very dominant, and as much as we was hoping for Eala to continue her fantastic run, that was a step too far. Coco turned up. I fear could be the same, and this is where I'm not really that optimistic on Eala's chances. If anyone can get revenge, though, I feel like it's her. She does have so much fight and a really good level inside of her. So I'm just fascinated to see if she can get revenge. Is it going to be like a Nisimova with an Iga last year, where she got revenge after what happened to her at Wimbledon in the final? I'm not sure. I think it's going to be tough for Eala. But this is a really easy quarter on the whole, and Coco Gauff should be winning it. Paolini, I've already said, I don't think she's going to be the same player this year.
Yeah, and it is the big matchup. I mean, everyone will want to see the rematch from that to see if Eala's level has gone up another level to be able to compete with Coco Gauff this time. We've got a match before then, obviously, for both the players, and Eala will play either Yastremska or Shui Zhang. I still think that it will be a massive, massive match, and obviously it is in America. There'll be a lot of fans for Gauff, but I got a feeling there's going to be more fans for Alexandra Eala at the match if they play than there will be in America for Coco Gauff, which is insane. Looking down, Tomjanovic has been playing pretty well. She's on a bit of a comeback at the minute, which is good for her. But Badosa's out, putting savers already through there. Let's move down to the bottom of the draw, and it is Iga's. We'll go to Iga's next, and Iga has Maria Sakkari, Kim Win-jung, Karolina Mukova, Svitolina, Samsonova, Mila Andreeva, and Leylah Fernandez.
Yeah, I mean, this is tougher yet again. I think maybe the first quarter we went through could be tougher again, but I think this one runs it tight for certainly because you've got Mila Andreeva right at the top there, and maybe the favourite, even over Iga, I would say. let's see how Iga responds. Sakari is someone who's done very well at this event in the past. She got to the final. Was it last year? I don't know if
No,
you want
not
to go back
last
to
year.
that. Was it the year
Uh,
before she got to the
yeah, I
final?
believe so.
She
Yeah,
got
the
to the
year
final
before.
twice.
Yeah, and lost to
Yeah.
Iga twice.
So yeah, so she's someone who likes it here. Got bageled in that final, gosh, against Egon. That's when Egan was always doing a breadstick or a bagel. She'd won in the few years before as well. But yeah, go back to the draw.
No worries.
Tough. Mukova, Svitolina having the best season ever. Really, she's looking amazing in the
Yeah.
top 10. Dangerous. King Wing has a tough, really few months. How does she come back from injury? My money's on Mboko and Andreeva. I like her the most out of this whole section. And I would like to see an Andreeva Iga match to see who can advance. Two players who like this event and like the conditions.
I'm backing Mukova for some reason. I think after winning a Masters event finally,
Yeah.
she might have
She is
gained a lot
good.
of confidence now from that, and especially there's no injury concerns. Yeah, I'm going to go Mukova as my pick from this quarter. Any other unseeded players in there to really watch out for?
Well,
Can't really.
Marcinko we like, but
Yeah,
Eala dismantled her.
maybe
So
Ruzic. I
I
know that
think
she's
Peyton Stearns, that could be a tough match for Andreeva. Does well in Grand Slams.
Yeah, and in the other half of the bottom, we have Rybakina, and she's in the quarter with Pegula, Ostapenko, Mertens, Bencic, Keys, Navarro, Kostyuk. So it's not like the men's really, this one. This one has two lopsided quarters and two, I wouldn't say easy, but the names just aren't as big in two of the quarters here.
Yeah. No, the men's draw was very even. I don't think the women's one is. I would
No.
say maybe this bottom half could be easier, but not really because you've got a tough quarter on each side, right?
Yeah, I think the Iga's quarter and Saba's quarter are both the tough quarters.
But saying that, I still look at this section, and I do like it for a Rybakina, and it's kind of swaying my decision on the fact that I'm going to come straight out with it. I'm actually going to be predicting Rybakina to win Indian Wells.
Wow.
I think she is the one to beat. I really like her draw here. I don't see her being trouble too much until a Pegula.
Yeah. I mean, Pegula never really done much at this event, but she's a bit of a grower, I think. She's only ever got to the quarterfinals before. I think I agree with you. Rybakina definitely, especially she's
She
won it
does, yeah.
before. She's won it before, and she's now in good form again.
She's playing really well. She's playing really well this year. Who did she lose to recently?
I'll have to look.
In Dubai, she lost to Rusic, right? Because
Yes, but it was a
walkover. She was injured.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if we're going to look too much into that, but yeah, I don't
In
think
Qatar, she lost in the quarterfinal to Mboko. Yeah, I don't know. I have a good feeling. I feel if she avoids any injuries and physically is playing well and feeling herself, then she walks this quarter.
Yeah, I think that she's definitely from being a past champion. You can't rule her out. I think you've got at the top. You've got Donna Vekic there as well. That could be a banana skin for Pegula potentially second round. Looking down there, we got Venus Williams in this section as well. Be good to see her playing again. Sonne Kartau as well. A few good unseeded players in this section, but yeah, I'd say the big names there. I wouldn't say Navarro. I'd say some weaker seeds like your Mertens, Ostapenko goes off the boil a lot. Kostyuk a bit up and down. Yeah, it's not the toughest. Definitely agree with the other ones being the toughest. Sabalenka and Iga. I've gone. Jose Morgado's got a few tweets out saying potential second round matches. Sabalenka Parks, Jovic Stevens, Venus versus Keys, Gauff
Andreescu. That's pretty cool.
That would be an epic one. Although Andreescu's one of those sad stories, really.
Yeah, have you been following her recently?
Not really.
She dropped down. She dropped down playing some smaller events.
Why?
It looks okay.
Well, I think it's just the thing to do. I think if you can't get any success, try and build yourself back up again. But
Yes.
I don't know if she'll ever get back to that dizzy height ever again, sadly. Potential round 3 matches. Anisimova, Raducanu. Gauff, Eala. That's the big one we've spoken about already. Paolini versus Wong. Pegula, Ostapenko. Rybakina, Kostyuk. Andreeva versus Fernandez. And Sakari versus Swiatek, which would be a rematch of that 2-time final. Could some projected 4th rounds, maybe a Sabalenka, Osaka, and Mboko and Anisimova. See, now we're really
That's a good
talk.
match, Mboko and Anisimova. And I
Yeah,
like Mukova Iga because I think that's where Mukova will beat her. And that's why I think Andreeva's got a better chance.
yeah, some great matches. Andreeva, Svitolina. I think that'd be really tough for Andreeva as
True,
well.
yeah.
Might
Yeah.
even lose
Yeah.
that one. I don't think we can do anything based off seeds. I mean, they're saying projected quarterfinals with Andreeva, Swiatek, Saba, and Anisimova. Gauff, Paolini, I don't see happening.
No,
But
definitely not.
we've got the routes to the final. Let's just have a quick look. So Saba, it's saying here it would be a bye, Parks, then either Joint or Jen, Osaka or Jovic, Anisimova or Mboko maybe in the quarters, Gauff in the semis, and then Iga, Rybakina, Pegula, Andreeva, and the rest. Seems quite tough from round 4 onwards.
Yeah, and the players who aren't defending any points, really. Anisimova's not defending any, and Boko's hardly defending any points. So they can really have a great run at this. Alexandrova's not defending any points. Osaka
Wow.
isn't either. Jovic barely any. So
Wow.
these players can have a real good run into the top 10 come the end of this event if they win a few matches. Players who need to do well is Sabalenka. Not even Rybakina. I mean, she's only defending 110 points, so Rybakina can probably leapfrog Iga into second in the
Wow.
world if she has a good event.
Incredible.
It's Andreeva who's clinging on to the top 10 at the moment
And
because she's
Iga's,
dropping off
well,
so many.
yes, Iga's going to have to do well in her matches, potentially Sakari round 3. Mukova round 4 is the real tough one, though. She would probably be annoyed that she's in her section, as Svitolina as well. I think she'd be more fearful of her than Andreeva right now. Rybakina is always a nightmare for Iga. And then if she gets that far, which is still not outside the realm of possibility, Sabalenka, Gauff, and Anisimova potentially in the final. Wild. Who's your pick for the win? You said Rybakina. Is that after seeing all of that and
Yeah,
the
no,
potential routes?
I'm convinced. I'm really am going to be going for Rybakina to win this event. In terms of more of an outside pick, I do like Andreeva's chances or Mboko. I know it's not really much of an outside, but them two young players I'm really big on right now and can do some damage. I kind of want to sneak in Anisimova, but then I feel like I'm taking everyone at this point. So I might as well take all the best players. But I'm going big on Rybakina to win with a keen interest in Mboko and Andreeva. And I wouldn't be shocked if Anisimova surprised a lot of people does very well. That's my assessment.
I don't know if many people are going to pick the number 1 in this, and I think that's why I'm going to pick her. She's got a lot of stuff going on off the court, which is to
She walked in
celebrate.
with a dog, just with her ring, like all happy. She's in a.
I think that's.
She's
I
not
think she
focused
might.
about her tennis right now.
I think that that might inspire her. I think she'd be so happy that the stress of tennis might not get on her nerves so much, and she might just be playing more with more freedom, more love in her heart. So I'm going to go Sabalenka. She's been to the final twice. 3rd time's a charm. There you go.
Lovely. Well, let us know in the comment section, who do you think will be winning the WTA Indian Wells Masters event? We've spoke about the men's. Go check out our reaction to that one. We've not really given a proper prediction on the men, so maybe we'll do that at some point. Hopefully before too many matches are played. So maybe tomorrow we'll do that. It's been a very busy period for us, obviously doing our day jobs and everything else. So if you want to support the channel in any way, it really is appreciated. Hit that like button, subscribe, and enjoy the tennis because everyone's playing. All the top players are there. There's no really excuses. we get to see some good tennis in a really nice place of the world and some good courts. And may the best man or woman win.
That's it. See you on the next one.
See you then.